Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to another installment of the 5 O'clock Reboot.
Yeah. You may notice some differences.
Some slight differences.
Slight, ever so slight.
First of many. We're trying to figure out exactly what it is to make this the best configuration possible, to make it to where you don't hear us both. And I'm going to make sure that I actually pay attention next time that I edit so that I don't just leave an extra hour of just tavern music.
You guys have caught us. The pillow was on its side. I'll fix it now. That was the difference. I'm sorry, that was a stupid joke. Actually. Oh my god.
That's going to bother me if I leave it like that.
Yeah, it will.
So guys, today, well, technically today is the day after, but we're recording this semi-officially on the 4th of July.
Hallelujah. Lord help us, this country. God bless the U.S. Hey. Sorry. I love this holiday.
Well, see, I'm a little different. See, I don't celebrate many holidays, but the holidays that I do celebrate.
Boy, do we celebrate them, right?
Boy, do we celebrate them.
I know we're celebrating Jesus Christ.
Well, I feel that this episode is always like an important one, where we celebrate any kind of festival or any kind of holiday. Now, a lot of people are kind of back and forth on celebrating this holiday, especially in today's times. We won't talk about it.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
But the reason why I celebrate it is because it is the separation from a tyrannical government.
Yes.
We felt the need to say, we don't need this. You're toxic AF. Goodbye. And so we did.
Yeah, that dude, we run them out of here.
And so the reason why I celebrate it is because of that. Because the men and women who suffered and sacrificed themselves in order to give us the freedoms that we had laid before us to this day.
Yeah, man, that's really the reason to do it. And when you think about it back in history, you were saying the men and women and all the families and stuff that were torn because the separation and the war that came after, right? Because we were like, hey, we signed the shit, and then we were like, now get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wars that was going on, it was fought, much like every war is fought in some backyard, but this, in our country's history, was a war that was fought in our backyards.
Our backyard.
It was here. Families, children saw this happen.
Mm-hmm. In real time. Because, you can say whatever you want from the comfort of your own couch. But there's this, I think I already talked about this before. One of my favorite teachers, Mr. Bradley, he says, war is hell, right? If you don't believe me, watch the first 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God.
The first 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan gives you a taste of what it's like. It's not even the full hors d'oeuvre. Not even the appetizer.
Better people than I are handling that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I celebrate it, is because it isn't for the country itself. It isn't for what the country now stands for. It's for what the flag stands for. It's for the reason why we have the flag. The reasons why me and you are able to do stuff that we are allowed to do now as free people, based upon what we were given, not as a God-given right, but as the rights that were written down on a piece of paper, and to this day is upheld. Unless you want to sue the government, in which case you can, and you will more than likely win. Anyway. Did you ever know about that, actually?
No.
I remembered hearing that they tried to tax ammunition in Tennessee.
Oh.
And they were sued, and they lost.
That makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is more American than
suing the shit out of a country because they wanted.
Well, nothing is more modern American. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking earlier today. Like, you want to know how I celebrated the 4th of July? Much the same way you did, doing the most American thing that we can do and work all day.
That's what I did.
That's all I did.
I actually tried to go into work earlier, and they let me do it. And I was like, man, like I said, I don't really like celebrate many holidays in any way, shape, or form. Whenever I do celebrate a holiday, I go all out. That's what I do. It's what I'm good at. But the way that I do celebrate, the way that you should, of course, there's people who shoot off fireworks to remember the great battle that was taken before we finally ended it all.
Yeah.
And sent to the Brits back across the pond. And now we are raining?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Probably not. But this is a monumental, and I would even say, even with everything that goes on in the world, important holiday. Because it's a holiday like this that you and I, if we were to do something like this and talk about a holiday like this in a positive or negative fashion in most other countries, there would be consequences.
Yes.
You are allotted a legal freedom to express your opinions on holidays as you see fit.
Mm-hmm.
But because of this exact day, this was the reason why we celebrate it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was saying, so essentially, we're celebrating our freedom to do some of the things that we just really love to do by doing some of the things that we love to do. And that is drink alcohol, have excellent conversation for not just ourselves, but for all of y'all, because we love you oh so much. And I love myself, so I got to pick out some drink, and Derek loves himself, so he picked out some drinks, and we love each other, so we gathered together to celebrate all of this.
There's no other way to properly celebrate unless you want to put in the time to make it a celebration.
Exactly.
Now, Alex made his choice.
I am so sorry. I tried to find something that there's nothing I could have done.
So in order to celebrate this, I said, hey, we have to find something that's like American. It's got to be American, right? And so I looked at it, I Googled it, and I looked into it. I was like, what's the most American drink ever? Beer.
Yeah, beer and bourbon. And when I got off, there was no way I was going to be able to go and get bourbon. And sadly, I did not have any bourbon at my house because bourbon does not last long around me.
Well, also the fact that the number one most quote-unquote American drink is beer.
Not moonshine, not literally anything that is American made.
Which is weird, because you would think beer would be a German thing.
Yeah.
Which maybe it depends on the beer. Depends on how the beer is made.
I guess. I mean, I'm no man of the beer, as you know. But we are going to start off with those drinks. We're going to finish those, then we're going to move on to my drinks.
Yeah, we're going to move on to the good stuff afterwards.
The fun stuff. I actually am very excited to see what you think about these.
I'm very excited as well. I'm not excited to see what you're going to think about this, because I know you're not going to be a fan. Also, everybody, here we are. The beer that I have chosen is Pabst Blue Ribbon, or PBR. It's commonly known by a lot. We got a mighty fine red, white, and blue can, established in Milwaukee in 1844.
Wow.
1844. They've been making this shit for well over 100 years. They'll be coming up on 200 years.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That's a very big deal. I mean, you know, there's two things that are always going to be assured whenever it comes to business: beer and tobacco.
Yeah.
Two of the main things that we deal with around here. Now, of course, I'm no tobacco lover, unless it's just a good old-fashioned cigar. But beer is something that will always be around, I would assume by now.
Beer, liquor. It's because, well,
Liquor, I hardly know her.
I know, man. Did we swap bodies?
Yes, we did.
I think we did. I tried. I felt a little rumble in my tumble. And I was like, oh, is that a laugh? Is that trying to... And, it didn't even come up.
Just stayed away, honestly.
I mean, legitimately. Oh my god, is this how you feel every episode? I love this. No wonder you beat off after we record. I mean,
Anyway.
to be fair, I beat off while we record, so. Oh, we're live streaming this on TikTok. Please don't ban me. PBR, everybody. Trailer Park Cat Call. Yeehaw.
Trailer Park Cat Call. God. That smells like a beer.
This is about as a beer can be, and this is a cheap beer too. Oh, sorry, this is a cheap beer too.
That's a beer.
America, by God.
That's definitely, actually, that's not a bad beer.
Really?
I'm not even kidding you.
This is a cheap beer.
Why is it the cheap beers are always the best?
Let me tell you something, buddy. You want to know how much a sixer of 16-ounce cans cost me? Like $7.
Really?
$7 at a gas station.
Now, this is not bad. Like, that's unusual for me to say.
Yeah, that's something for a good boy.
For a good boy.
That's really not bad.
See, it's got the reason I like PBR is because that flavor is just, it's there. Like it's
not overbearing.
Yeah, it's a nice little mix. It's not like Bud Light where it's like sex in a canoe.
Yeah.
That's a phrase that I learned today. You know what sex in a canoe is? It's fucking close to water. He shook with that one.
I'm trying to find the funny.
Listen, we both can't do this.
But, like, I'm trying to find the funny. Like, where's the funny?
It's because it's sex in a canoe. It's because the beer is very watered down. It's like very, like you can taste that it is very watered down. Like Bud Light and shit like that.
Okay.
Bud Light and stuff, I fucked the delivery up on that so bad. And I was actually going to talk about the delivery of jokes tonight. But anyway, there's nothing more ironic in this world right now. But anyway.
Ironic.
Isn't it ironic? Little too ironic.
But no, even, like I said, this good.
Yeah. I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier, and he was like, I was like, guys, what is the most American like drink? And they were like, beer. And I said, beer. And they were like, Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light. And they said, it's all sex in a canoe. And I said, what? I was like, number one, I've never had sex in a canoe. Number two, what does that have to do with beer? And he was like, oh, it's fucking close to water. And I'm like, oh, because it's very watered down.
Due to the fact that I'm now questioning everything that you've just said, I'm going to Google.
And you can question it if you want to.
This is sex in a canoe saying meaning.
Fucking close to water. Sex in a canoe is literally fucking close to water.
Okay, so slang for a mild tasting or low alcohol beer. Okay. Drinking most American beers is like sex in a canoe, fucking close to water.
Like I just said, yeah.
So I think what that means...
I swear to God. I swear.
I think
I will chug this beer right now.
I think what that means is like you're fucking close to water. You're not fucking in the water, right? So it's close to a beer, but it's not on top of it. Am I just fucking stupid? Can I just not?
Because you're
understand
almost drinking water because it's watered down weak beer. You're almost drinking water, so it's fucking close to water. And then sex in a canoe is also fucking close to water because you're not actually fucking in the water because you're in a boat. A vessel, if you will.
It was popularized by Monty Python.
Ooh, I like that. That's a nice fact. I like that fact.
Huh. I suggest canoe beer as a name for this. Interesting, but how did you come to think of it? Said the brewer. It's a long story. I'd rather not tell it. Well, if I should select a name, I would want to know how it was arrived at some background for promotional purposes. It's a long story, the man said. But to make it brief, I used to like to go canoeing. In fact, I loved canoeing. To me, there was nothing more beautiful than drifting along a wooded bank at night with the stars shining and the breeze blowing. In fact, I used to lie down in a canoe and look up at the sky. That's pretty close to water. And that's what beer is. I think I'm just too stupid to wrap my head around it, but I think that you're saying exactly what I'm thinking it is. My brain just fails and just refuses to comprehend it. I think I'm just being stupid.
Dude, you're not being stupid. Sometimes that happens. Like, I've had people tell me things and explain things to me, and I'm like, I still don't understand. It's kind of like when somebody goes to explain to you where something is, like exactly where something is.
And you just fail to comprehend.
Exactly. Like, you're just, I don't understand. Where is this shot? Where is my shot glass? You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, it's right there. And I'm like, I don't know what you are talking about.
It's kind of like looking for your phone while you're talking to your buddy on the phone. Like, hold up. I need to find my phone.
Yeah, it's
and your
like,
buddy just plays along with it.
It's like freaking out that you had unprotected sex after you threw your used condom away.
You know what's terrible?
What?
I've had that fear before.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
So like you've been like, woo, like thrown that shit away, peed, and then been like, oh my God, did I just?
Yes, I have done that multiple times. Where I'm just like, I completed. Did I wear protection?
Completed, depleted, about ready to repeat it.
Not without a rubber.
I'm very proud of that little thing that I just did.
I'm proud of you for you.
Proud of you for me. Dude, I'm glad that you like find this beer pleasant.
It's
genuinely
non-repulsive. I think maybe it is like because it's a cheaper beer. Like it's thrown together, mass produced, thrown out, right?
Yeah.
Either that, and hear me out on this.
Yes.
Do you think that 9 times out of 10, whenever you're buying a beer that's expensive, that you're just paying for the name?
Okay, now, here's where I'm going to get in it with you a little bit here. Because there are some beers that I will pay a little extra for, and it's very special occasions. We're actually going to do one on this podcast, whether you like it or not.
I'm now drink it. Hey-o.
And you'll be able to tell it is a quality thing. Like, there's this one beer that I pay a little extra for that I love. I've only got it like once or twice. It's called Einstock. But I get their toasted porter, right? It's like Icelandic or something like that. Shit's bussin'. Respectfully. Like, I like porter. Yeah. I love dark beers. Like, I could smash Guinness, I could smash Murphy's, I could smash any of it right now, and like just throw them back. I paid like $16 or $17 for a 6-pack of Einstock, and I was like, you know what, man? I had extra money burning a hole in my pocket. I just got it. I drank one beer, and I was like, I understand why this costs so much. Number one, it's imported. Number two, the quality backs it up, and that's someone who likes porter.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's dark beers are to this day never really my thing, but I do. The reason why I think so is I think I'm drinking it wrong. Like in the beginning, I used to hate cigars because I was smoking them wrong. I never tasted the flavor. I never got any of that. But after I learned how to do it, I understood how to take in the flavor, right?
Yeah, and really and truly, it's one of those things of, you know how like, I mean, let's face it, beer is not the tastiest beverage that there is.
No. Not by a long shot.
If you want to get super legit with it, I think one of the reasons why people drink so much beer is because it's a social thing. But the thing is, I love beer.
Right.
Right? I think I drank enough of it that like there came a point where like there were certain things that I would start to taste or start to look for in the flavor
Right.
And that's what I like about it. Like this right here, like it doesn't taste like it's water. It doesn't taste like it's watered down beer. You know, it doesn't taste like a Bud Light. I'll go ahead and run that away. I'm sorry. But like run that like sponsorship, you know what I'm saying?
Oh. Yeah, I think that this is no offense to any companies that provide beer. I don't think our first sponsor should ever be beer.
No.
If this is not us having a big dick ego.
Yeah, no.
If for some reason we ever make it to a point where sponsorships with actual companies are to be a thing, that isn't like NordVPN or something, we'll still take that one.
Yeah, please.
I think if it's an official alcoholic beverage, first off, I would love to stay local.
100%. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if any of the local alcohol like distilleries, breweries, manufacturers were to come to us and be like, hey, I kind of want you guys to talk about us and like drink all of our shit. Like,
but again, and we talked about this before, we will not do exclusively their stuff. Oh, yeah,
no, of course not. I was just saying, like, run through everything of theirs.
Yes.
In exchange for, like, you know, some swag. Maybe something for the backdrop.
Maybe some better set.
Oh, my gosh. Dude. If you would like to reserve a little spot, like something that we could, like, sew in here, we could sew patches on this bitch.
I would straight up invest money. I would skip that step. I would straight up buy an entire backdrop that's just Velcro, and then I would just sew Velcro hooks onto it, just slap that bitch on there. Into the void.
Into the void. The void could become your product. Like, I'm not saying your product would become the void, but I'm saying the void could show your product. The void itself. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now?
Void.
I'm not saying us. Okay? You're not getting the two, like, drinkies here. You're getting the whole fucking ass void.
Well, I'm not going to give him the whole void. I'm going to give him, like, a 1x1 square foot of the void.
This is marketing, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Yes, the whole void.
They did not read the fine print.
The whole void.
They're not hearing the fine print. I just displayed all the legal shit. But anyway, the void could be singing your praises. Okay, the void itself. That is a big deal.
Void.
You know what? Bet. Fucking, if y'all don't think we'll do it, why don't you contact us about it? Why don't y'all give us a little bit of money?
That is such a big dick move for such a small channel.
What's going to happen, buddy? Are we going to get smaller?
Wood. It says, what can we do? Get smaller and then just immediately lose
the channel gets everything. Oh my God. Oh, dude. The people who are in here with us and like stick with us, they are real. Like, they're real.
They're the G's.
They are the G's. Like, they are the people. Like, I want y'all to know, y'all in the TikTok, y'all who are listening to this right now, if you are with us, right, and you're like, yeah, man, you know, I enjoy this show, you are a real G. Like, we count on you, okay? We don't get any, like, monetary gain or anything like that out of this. Genuinely. Like,
we're spending our own money to do this.
Yes. You know, like, it's something that we love to do. We've talked about this. It's something we love to do. You know, like, what I was going to say is, what are they going to have us do? Spend more money than we usually do. You know what I'm saying?
I will say, I've already got things in mind for, like, milestones.
Yeah?
I will happily spend money on.
Listen, I want you to let me know so I can help you out some. Listen, son.
If we're celebrating, I'm going to be the front runner on the celebration. If you feel like you want to get something, well, here's the thing. If I get something to celebrate, you can get something to celebrate. And I'm talking like I will put money into it. I'm talking like Japanese whiskeys, things like that. Expensive things for us to review.
We got to get us believe it or not, we're actually really close to a milestone right now.
Yes, we are.
At the moment at which we're recording this, we are at 44 subscribers to the 5 O'clock Reboot channel. We are 6 subscribers away from 50. 6. That is, like...
That's huge.
That's big for us, dude. I remember when we were starting this, we were like, there's a chance that nobody will ever watch this. There's a big chance that nobody will ever think about this. And there's 44 people who every Monday get a notification. Get a notification on their phone that we've uploaded an episode.
That we are making
We
something.
are 6 human beings away from having that 50.
Which it just comes to show that like we are asking, for you to share, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Just letting us know how we're doing, right? We're not, forcing you to share. We're not really working. I'm not even putting tags in the videos. I'm not working the YouTube algorithm like everyone else is.
Yeah, no.
I just don't find a purpose in it. Like, honestly. Now, granted, I could start working and putting that in there, and that would put us into some sort of algorithm. But if our content matches with something that somebody likes, they're going to get a notification. They will be told. They will just see it and they'll be like, what the fuck is this? 2 idiots sitting on a fucking couch talking about drinks and doing all this other fun stuff.
Drinks and diddling, by God.
And we still intend to do way more stuff. I've been talking about it. Alex has been bringing up ideas. We want to do more stuff.
I think you and I probably will.
We for sure will.
You and I are like some determined motherfuckers, dude. We've been doing this show for months, and we've not missed one.
We've not missed a single one. And we have kind of fell off a tradition a little bit, but
Well, that
4th of July, it's ridiculous out there. There's a whole thing to it.
Yeah, but we've got some good stuff coming. Speaking of good stuff coming, we've got some good stuff coming this episode too.
Yes, we do.
I've actually got a story lined up for story time just in case. It's probably a story I've told before. Y'all know me. Like, listen.
He likes to spin the yarn.
Okay, speaking of spinning yarns, you know who else likes to spin yarns? My mother. You want to know what my mother and I have in common? We will tell the same person the same story multiple times, thinking every single time we tell it that it's the first time they've heard it.
I do that a lot, actually.
Like, I am the worst about it. Like, I'll go to tell Madison, like, something, and I'll be like, hey, honey, so this thing happened at work the other day. And she'll be like, uh-huh. Sweetie, you've told me this. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, shit, I'm having issues. Like, my mom told me something today that she's told me twice already in the past, 2 weeks.
I do that stuff all the time, but see, I don't have people that are nice enough to be like, you've told me. Like, haven't I heard this fucking story before? You've already told me. I'm just like, oh, sorry. My bad.
Oh my God. Speaking of stories like that, you know how there's some older folks that are in your life that are, you kind of respect and you try to kind of watch yourself for a little bit around, Well, let me tell you something that happened to fucking day.
To
fucking day. Okay. There's this lady at my work. I call her Miss Poke. Miss Poke. That's what we all call her. We love...
Now, do I know this individual?
You probably do. Old lady.
Oh, do they work in the same general area as you?
Not same department, but same area now.
Yes.
They didn't always work that same area. Anyway, it is this really old lady. We love her. She has the best attitude out of anybody that I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, every day that I see her, I'm like, oh my good golly day, hi, Miss Poke. I don't know if I should say that. We might should. That's what's on her fucking tag. I'm not giving a last name or anything.
You're not giving a name, per se, at all. Because, there's 50 Miss Pokes. Porn star named Miss Poke.
Don't you put that on that name. I swear to God. The love that I have for this woman. I've told my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, if this lady was young, you would have competition. If she had this same attitude, I was like, I'm telling you right now. Because like every single day I see her, she's like, well, hi everybody. And I'm like, oh my God, hi Miss Poke. She's like, you guys doing good? That's good, and all this stuff. And I'm like, never angry about anything. She could be having the worst day of her life. And she's like, oh, it's just one of them days. We don't always have one of them days. It's okay. Tomorrow's going to be better.
I love people who
and like she'll come in there and be like, I was having one of them days, but you guys just brightened me right up.
That's heartwarming.
Every
whenever even if they're young or old, if they tell you that you're the one who fixed their day, there's nothing better.
Well, let me tell you what happened to fucking day. Now, Miss Poke, fun fact, can be quiet as a little field mouse because she was doing her thing, and I forgot that she was in the general vicinity. I knew she was in there, but I forgot she was in the general vicinity. And I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was telling me about some shit that had happened to him in his past. Right? Like he was dating this guy, and this guy used to go and snort cocaine and screw somebody else in a hotel room.
Who you're talking about.
He used to go and do that kind of shit. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, do you think he's still fucking him? Being real loud. And then I hear a little clinker behind me. And I'm like, I don't cuss around Miss Poke. We don't cuss around Miss Poke. We just have that respect for her. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that we couldn't. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
You just don't do it out of respect.
She has never said, "No, I don't want to hear none of that language." She's never said nothing like that, right?
You just don't do it.
You just don't do it because it's like
because Miss Poke is a lady.
She's a lady.
She's not a woman. She's not a girl. She's a lady. There's a huge difference because we hang out with women, we hang out with girls, we hang out with that whole spiel where they'll take a shit in front of you like, yo, you think that was cool? Yeah, I guess.
And obviously, we're like, fuck yeah, do it again. But anyway,
do it again. I wasn't looking.
Suck it back up in there. I want to see it happen again. Just kidding.
But then there are people who are ladies. Like my grandmother, whenever I was younger, I used to not speak around her because I used to speak that way around her because she's a lady, right? Now I just don't do it out of respect, but every now and then I'll be like, this damn fucking thing don't fucking work. And she's like, Derek,
drink some wine. Get in here and drink some wine. Don't you beat that car half to death.
Now my grandmother's never that nice. She's like, go inside, have a damn glass of wine, and calm down. I'm like, you know that moment where you're just mad, you're seething with rage. You can't direct it at a person who just told you to calm down because first off, you respect them too much, and second off, they beat your ass.
Yeah.
But you just love them too much to be like, fuck you. You're just like,
yeah. You're just mad enough that all you can do is breathe, exasperated. Just but no, but I was like, and like my face just hit the table. I was like, oh my God. I just said, you fucking him right there. Like she's right there behind us. And then like she ends up leaving and I got so sheepish. I got so sheepish. I saw her out and about while I was at work. I couldn't look her in the face. It took me forever to look her in the face. And I started talking to her, and then I talked to somebody else that was in the room, and they full on like broke down and apologized. They were like, I'm so sorry for how we were talking while you were in that room. We didn't know that you were in there, and that was very rude. We shouldn't have been doing that. And you know what she said? You want to know what she said to that person? Mm-hmm. She didn't just say, it's all right. She said, oh, Lord, no, honey. That don't bother me. It just warms my heart to hear you guys laughing and cutting up and having a good time. I about started crying right there.
I would have cried.
I'm about to cry right now thinking about it. I see your eyes watered up.
Bro. I was welling up because that's so fucking.
Oh
awesome.
My God! And I saw her like after I heard about that. I saw her while I was doing the second part of my job, and like I saw her, and I just talked to her like nothing was wrong. I love that woman, dude.
I love
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, did you finish your beer?
I did.
We need to get something else going in here, dude. We're getting too emotional.
We're getting too emotional.
Who the fuck cries over PBR?
Now, guys, we've talked about this before. Now, I worked for this company at a certain point in time. To this day, I will always say that I love them. The owners are awesome. The company is great. They treated me with tons of love and tons of respect. This right here is one of my favorite products that they produce. This is King's Family Distillery Lemon Vodka. A lot of people kind of go back and forth about different kinds of vodkas and things like that. King's Family Distillery has never, ever, ever let me down on any of their stuff. I may not like it, but it's not awful. I've never hated any I've never hated any of the things that they've ever given me. I used to drink so much of their stuff. So much of it.
My Jesus.
That in fact, I legitimately, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I actually straight up, I have there's a leather strop that I have in my room.
Strop?
A strop.
What's a strop?
So it's a piece of leather that has like a hook or like a loop. You can hang it from something. Typically barbers use them to sharpen razors and things like that. But mine's too big to do that. It was made by another leather worker that was a local leather worker. It's got 2 loops and it's designed to fit these bottles. So I could straight up hang up these 2 bottles from that strop and just sits there. Now granted, it would hang out in the middle, so like it would get rid of all of this beautiful design that they always put on their bottles.
Dude, that label is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The only thing that I love more than this label is the ginger vodka.
Ginger?
Ginger. So the ginger vodka isn't like ginger ale, right? It's like gingerbread.
Gingerbread?
It is by far the best vodka I have ever had in my life.
Now, vodka, as you know, is my worst enemy.
Yes.
So you know what that means, don't you?
But
I was gonna say we have to do an episode on that specific vodka because you have brought it up.
I have brought it up, and I may very well see if we have it, if I can go in there and get it maybe later on today. But
I mean, let me shoot you the capital for it because it's my turn. Anyway.
You see that over there?
What?
You see all that?
What?
The little green stuff that's sitting on the books?
Oh yeah, that light?
No.
No, I know what you're talking about.
That is over $400 in tips.
Okay.
Get fucked. I'm paying for it. Ooh. So we've not talked about it very often, but I'm a cosplayer. One of my main cosplays that I do for every convention is called Thought Patrol. Now I'm the commander-in-chief in this group that I run. You've seen it.
Oh yeah, I love Thought Patrol.
Let me show you a quick plan here that I'm doing. Just scroll down a little bit. Those are samurai armor pieces that fit onto plate carriers.
Oh my god, dude. That is sexy.
It is so fucking metal. Because we were talking about it, right?
You're gonna be straight pulling as Thought Patrol.
Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to it. We've always talked about personally, me as the commander,
right?
The commander always has to stick out if they're in some high strain thing, right? But also at the same time, in a real situation, if they're police or something, they don't need to stick out.
Obviously.
In a military situation, they don't need to stick out. That is the worst thing that you can do. Say it all the time. Do not salute so-and-so. If you do, a sniper's willing to pop their head like a grape. You just don't do it. But in this scenario, I'm just it's just a group where we detain thoughts. That's it. That's all we do. And so I was just I want to look extra. That would look so cool. Oh, Jason's in the chat.
I can't
Oh,
see
yeah.
what you're saying there. I can't read it.
Hold on. Sorry, retconning, breaking the fourth wall here. You hold on.
I'm gonna. Is there a peely?
Yes, there is a
If there is, while you're looking at that, I'm gonna peel it.
Oh, he's editing. He's editing the short film that I'm in. Dude. By the way, Jason, whenever this is officially a thing, whenever it is officially uploaded, there you go. The viewing party shall be held here. And the semifinals to be held here.
Sorry.
Here are the peelies. This is a very quiet peely.
Yes, it's very subtle, which is very nice. I was literally over there and I could have just grabbed this.
There, that was it. That was the peely.
Mm-hmm. Very quiet.
Thank you. Okay, let me. All right. May I?
You may. I'll do the other.
Are you okay with me just twisted the dog ear off?
Yeah, just was dog.
She's got a cork.
I miss that sound.
Did you see that little spike right there?
Yeah, I miss that sound so fucking much.
I want to do it one more time. That was so sexy. Just the size of this cork is just so good. It's just a...
Same sound every time.
Exactly. That is beautiful. Go ahead. I had some on my thumb. I didn't drink it. I'm not smell. Wait, let me get a smell.
That's so
That's
nostalgic
lemonade.
for me.
Where did that cork come from?
Now this right here is something that you can buy from them as well. I bought this as well. So this right here comes off. That's pour spout.
It's a pour spout cork?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So like
So
this-
you're putting that in instead.
Yeah. So this has a cap, and then you just simply boop, and then this can come off,
Well,
and then you got yourself a nice little pour spout.
I'm very excited because I love lemonade flavored things. I've had some lemonade flavored alcohols before. There was actually one time I had some. There was actually one time I had some Sugarland's lemonade moonshine, and I woke up at like 3 in the morning, right? And I was off that next day. Like I just woke up out of the blue at 3 in the morning, right? And I said, I've always wondered what it's like to just wake up and get drunk. So I woke up, drank like a quarter of the jar, and then passed back out. I was also binge watching Futurama at the time, which was an experience. Like, I enjoyed the fuck out of that show.
I think that's actually a show. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe a little bit more. How much? What's the ABV there, big guy?
Oh, well, I probably should have mentioned that whenever we talked about it. So it is a 61 proof vodka.
30%. Not bad. Not bad. Good strength. Decent strength. Really weak for a vodka, which makes me think that this is going to be very flavorful.
It's what I love about their stuff. This stuff is, I've gotten fucked up on this stuff a lot, but it's so good.
Okay. See, I've been waiting for like a very good, like week. First one's free, especially since like first one's free's either been beer. We didn't even think about first one's free with BBR. We just started drinking.
Well, I mean, there's really no like first
one's free. Yeah.
'cause it's just the whole
I
thing.
feel like this thing's gonna be free itself though. Like honest to God, 30%.
I mean, with a 30%, it comes with its drawbacks.
30% will fuck you up if you're not careful.
But now I'm going to stop you with this choice right here. This is not a potato vodka. This is a corn vodka.
What may? Okay.
So the distilling process is a little different with this. So instead of using corn or using a potato distilling process, use corn. So it's kind of like how moonshine is made.
So they like mash it out like they would a vodka with potatoes, but they just use corn instead of the potatoes.
Yes,
So it has to do with the mashing?
correct.
I can't wait anymore.
You're going to see how much smoother this is than a typical vodka.
First one's free.
First one's free. Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay, so I like it, right? She's sour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, more sour than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I think it's that it's an actual vodka with the fucking corn. Like, because I've had corn-based spirits before.
Yeah.
We know this.
We've been there.
But, like, I got the, like, hint of the corn, right? But it just felt different. I feel it more than I expect out of a 30%.
And now, let's also talk about the burn as well.
Barely any.
Yeah.
Barely any. Like, it is a nice little, like, it's like a nice little train.
Slight tinge, and I love. That's what I love about their stuff.
Like, legit, I kind of want, like, next time I do that one right there, I kind of want to do a shot again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is fun to shoot.
Now, if you think I should have put this stuff in the freezer, Ram. If you think it's good now, chilled, all bets are off. All bets are off. It is so amazing whenever it's chilled. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. After we're done with this, I'm going to put that in the fridge.
We're going to have another shot before bed?
We'll have another shot before bed.
Yeah.
Just to give it like an off-camera shot.
Yeah.
We can TikTok it.
We could take it.
Oh my god, that would make such a good TikTok.
But like this right here is one of the best alcohols, in my opinion. King's Family Distillery always makes some of the best stuff.
Dude, shit do be bussin'.
I've never ever sang the praises of a company so much like I've sang the praises of King's Family Distillery.
I'm not even kidding you. I don't know if I want to have, I don't know if I want to mix that or not. Like, I really just kind of want to fucking drink that, you know?
It's good as is. I'm going to recommend we drink it with some mixing, mainly because I've never done it. I drank straight out of the bottle every time. To completion.
Completed, depleted, ready to repeat it.
I have on multiple occasions. I would go home with multiple bottles and they would be gone within 3 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm talking like 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles, depending on my mood. Every time. That's how much I loved this stuff. This wasn't the alcoholic drinking. This is a fan drinking. I have drank this stuff so much. Not only this. So, they have, whenever I worked there, they have a straight bourbon.
Oh, yes.
They have a straight bourbon. They have a Tennessee bourbon.
Yeah.
Which is a mixture of different rye and malt.
I'd wondered that, yeah.
It's very different. But they came out with a single barrel, a 14-year aged barrel.
Oh.
You want to talk about some fucking fire, buddy. 118 proof. Now, we've talked about different kinds of like moonshines and things like that. High proof moonshines. No.
Dude, high proof whiskeys. Whiskeys get away with that shit.
This thing crawls down.
But tell me, buddy, what's the taste?
I don't like whiskeys.
I know you don't like whiskeys, but I swear to God.
No. I don't like whiskeys. But that shit was.
Oh my God.
Whenever I tell you, like, anything that they made, I drank. Anything. Every single time I would drink their stuff. It didn't matter what it was. High proof, low proof, bourbons, whiskeys. They came out with a rum recently. Even their rye. Now, granted, their gin, not so much. I'm just not a gin guy.
Rye whiskeys be rough. Rye whiskeys be rough.
And that shit ain't rough. It's smooth. It's good. It runs it, boy. It's so. Again,
if there's any company that should get a fucking king,
there should be just a gigantic K right there.
We need a Gigina K right there. A Gigina K. I'm sorry.
I've always loved their stuff. Look, man, I can't speak. I've already got a PBR.
Dude, you and I are drinking on empty tummies. I was gonna say, I was thinking, why am I feeling like tipsified? And then I was like, it's because I have like 3 Takis on my stomach.
I have 4 Pop-Tarts in my stomach.
When we said we were getting drunk tonight,
Dude, let's talk about that. Taco Bell.
Oh my God, what did they do to you?
You're on my shit list again. I leave work earlier than usual.
Yeah,
Thankfully, earlier than usual.
this summer.
For a fucking July 4th, by the way. Leave work early. I'm like, I need to get food in me because we're going to be drinking. That is the tradition. That's why we go to Waffle House, so we can eat before we drink. Go there. Living it up. Ready to get some Taco Bell. Someone comes out, one of the workers come out, and they get behind my car, signaling that I am the last car. I got like 4 cars in front of me. Sitting there, watching YouTube, waiting for my turn. Out of nowhere, one of the cars signals to the car behind them. Then they signal to the car behind them. They don't signal to me, they just put their car in reverse. So it's like, okay, well, I guess maybe they're leaving and they just don't want to order and they want to leave and they can't leave because it's like a one-way. So I back up, and then all the cars leave. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, they didn't. They didn't do the thing that I thought they did. So I pull up, say, sorry, we're closed.
Wait a minute. So what do you mean they signaled?
So like the car in the fourth car, the third car in front of me signals to the car behind them.
Now, how did they signal? Like, was it like a hand sign or was it like a...
I didn't see it. I didn't see them do it. But then I saw the other people behind them then yell to the car behind the car in front of me. Couldn't hear what they were saying. I was watching YouTube.
They were probably fucking saying, hey, they're closed.
Probably.
Now that I'm thinking about it, they were probably like, they're out.
They were closed. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that pissed me off. There was a person, a human being standing behind me, signaling to everyone else that I am the last one. I am the one to be served last.
You mean to tell that? Then you mean to tell me they had cut the line off and then they were like, listen, I can't serve these 4 cars.
Allegedly, apparently.
If you're gonna,
so unbelievably.
That is the
pissed.
rudest shit. Pour us another fucking drink.
We need to get moving here.
Oh damn. Pour me one in there. Yeah. Jesus Christ, son.
I love this shit.
We're getting gone tonight. Do that shit to me. I want to get drunk.
I love this shit.
Buddy, it's 4th of July, okay? We are getting shit-faced tonight. I don't give a damn. Hey, more.
Well, I'm trying to.
More. There you go. There you go, buddy. That's right. Like, we go to mix it and I just fucking... I would.
I was fucking angry. Now I'm going to be starting mine off with Sunkist just to see how it tastes. And then I'm going to put a Coca-Cola in it to see how it tastes.
So we're going to do 2 mixed drinks of this and then 2 mixed drink of the other one.
Yes.
Oh my God. Guys, remember how I said we're going to die tonight? Tonight is the night.
Tonight is the night, pretty lady. I will give you my heart, baby. Oh my God. Am I an alcoholic or what?
Fun fact, I love Sunkist. Also, I knew that I wasn't going to be getting... I knew that shit wasn't going to fill up past the top. Here we are, boys.
Right, almost at the exact same level. That shit bussin'.
Absolutely. That shit's delicious.
That's fantastic.
You can't taste it. You can bear the only thing that comes through that is the lemon.
It's a very subtle hint of lemon. Now,
You're getting
I'm going
lemon.
to top myself off here. So I can add a little bit more lemon to my life.
Hey, don't top me off, but give me just a little bit more. There you go, Big Daddy.
Yes, sir. But
This is
talk
gonna
about
be
you're officially back on my shit list.
which really sucks. You want to know who made it like onto the list that I want to go to this week? KFC.
KFC.
Do you know how bad I want KFC? Like actively.
Do you know how much you can get fucked at KFC? Catered to my job.
Do you know how much you can get fucked for saying that exact statement to me right now? You know what I was talking about 2 fucking day?
What?
How bad I want just a box of their chicken livers.
Dude, I
could fuck some of their shit up so hard.
Why
Like,
you got a finger? Okay. I don't want to see you do that again. I don't ever want to see you do that again.
why?
Fingering it the way you just did.
I was mixing it around.
It just seems just disrespectful to it.
I was mixing it.
There was like slight love and it looked like a slight amount of hate to it.
You gotta have a little tiny bit of rage, man, if you want to get anywhere in life.
Why did the 5 o'clock reboot get canceled again? They said you have to hate fuck and just rage out.
No, I'm not saying that you have to rage out. I'm just saying you gotta like have a little bit of fucking, yeah, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of, yeah, I'm here in your life.
I felt my teeth rattle when I said that. It goes like, but it was like my bones.
Wow. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're already elevating. We're going places.
That means we're getting good tonight, buddy.
Which also means that I'm not speaking into the mic, and I'm so terribly
We
sorry.
still have a whole nother drink to go, like a whole nother alcohol.
We've been talking about the fact that, because I had to try to edit the last episode. The last episode didn't edit very well, clearly. Because for some reason I keep echoing into his mic and he echoes into my mic. We're going to be working on fixing that sometime very soon.
Slow down there, Big Halls.
We got a lot to do tonight, buddy. We're an hour in.
Oh God, we are.
Like, at least 50 minutes. That's what I'm saying.
So good.
It's delicious. That's why I can't stop.
It's so good.
This shit tastes so good.
But I'm also getting fucked already.
I'm getting drunk too. Let's fucking go, dude. We're partying.
Let's go. Oh God.
Doctor, please. Give me another liver.
Doctor, please. Doctor, please.
The new soft drink that is sweeping the nation. Doctor, please.
Their slogan is "Give me another liver."
Hey man, can I get a doctor, please? And they're just taking like all their bottom shelf liquors, like every single one they have, and just like.
Doctor, please.
You thought the Four Horsemen was bad.
Oh fuck, bro, that really hit me different.
Dude, I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling zesty. I'm feeling crusty. I'm feeling majesty.
You have no idea how badly I want that KFC.
Dude, I was thinking about it. I keep forgetting that I need to be speaking into the mic.
I've been trying to stay right here.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I get comfortable. I sit back here. I need to be sitting right here because there's certain software that I can use that gets rid of his voice, and certain software that I can use to get rid of mine and each other's mic. But dude, I was thinking about it. How much I actually missed KFC. Now there's a KFC in Seymour that is straight up just a full-on buffet. Alex is going to be teaching me how to play guitar.
Yeah, I don't know if I've brought this up to you all yet or not, but I'm a musician.
But I'm wanting to learn how to play guitar. That is something that I've always wanted to do. First off, it makes me like 5% more sexy. Second off, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I can play piano.
You can play piano.
Play piano.
I can't play piano even with the quotations.
Like it's mainly the fact that I've just watched YouTube enough times to just replicate it. Like I can play Can't Hold Us. No, I can't play that. Sorry, I just lied to you. I can play All of Me. I can play that. I can play All of Me. Sorry. I was learning how to play Can't Hold Us until I eventually just got fucking bored and put my piano's been in storage this whole time, which is really unfortunate. I need to go get that.
Yes, because piano will help you. Believe it or not, piano can help you with guitar.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm thinking, because
The reason I'm saying it is because like piano can help you with like piano can help you so much with like theory, with like sharps and flats, and it can help you like if you can figure out what makes what chords and stuff like that on a piano, then you can take where the notes are on a guitar, right? Once you learn like the strings, it's like, okay, so this is an E string, that means that this fret right here with this string makes this like an F note, right? Makes this an F note, right? So then you're just like, okay, well, if I want to make a chord out of that, then I can take the F scale, which is this right here, and then I can take these notes, right, out of that scale, put them all together to make the chords, right? That's how you can make your majors, your minors, your sevenths, your sus, your nine, your sevenths.
You ever get so drunk that your teeth feel chewy?
Remember how my teeth chattered? Like fucking.
Yeah.
My teeth don't feel chewy. Are you that drunk right now?
I'm that drunk right now. Like this shit. So with King's Family Distillery, all of their stuff has always it hits me like a fucking train. I love their stuff. If I ever need. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little into the personal shit. So you remember how I was, whenever I talked about a few episodes ago, whenever I talked about that I got drunk for like a week straight.
Yeah.
I went to Waffle House. So at the time I was working at King's Family Distillery. My ex had broken up with me. I'm not gonna give relationship advice, but what I did was stupid. I was dating this girl, and she said she needed to think about some stuff.
You know what that means.
And like an idiot, I waited.
You were like, oh, she just needs to think.
I did. Originally, I believed that she just needed to think about some stuff and try to figure herself out, which I was going to be like, okay, I'll be patient. I'll wait for you. Because whenever, so if I give you my time, like we've talked about this before, I have maybe 100 years on Earth. If I give you my time, I find you worth my time.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to live forever. That's how it is. I was like, okay. I couldn't say that like I was in love with her, but I did love her.
Obviously.
I was not head over heels like my recent. I was like, cool. She's great. I love her. She's fantastic. I'll stay with her. So whenever she was like, I need some time to think, I said, okay, I'll give you some time, some space. Checked in with her on occasion. This went on for about 6 months. Yes. Yeah. I waited for 6 months. That's how I am, you know. But
I know you're a dedicated guy. It's 6 months. That's a long time.
Fucking annoying. And so, like after a while, it just didn't go the same exact way that I wanted it to. She messaged me and told me that she wanted to break up. Which, I mean, you know, fine, whatever. That's okay. I'm not bitter about it. It is what it is, right? I'm a little bitter about it, but, well, I'm not bitter about it anymore, but at the time it was pretty bitter. And so in order to quell those thought processes, I decided that I was going to just drink. Because whenever I drink, you've probably have noticed this before, but if I get like wasted, full on, right on the edge of puking on myself, wasted.
Snookered, yeah.
I just start building stuff. I start putting stuff together and just start trying to fix stuff.
I've noticed. Which, thank you for the new deck at the house, by the way.
You're welcome. I just, you know how it goes. But, yeah, no, I was just drinking, and this was what I drank. Because I knew that it didn't take much for me to get me to where I needed to go.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the most cost-effective way for me to get zonked, man.
Yeah, because you worked there.
First off, I worked there. Sometimes they would send us home with like some sample stuff, which was awesome, so that we could find out what exactly it is that we're drinking and what we're selling people. The way that I operate, and this is probably going to hurt us in sponsors.
Yeah.
I want to see how the product works before I sell it.
Oh, shit.
That is
So
my,
you got drunk on this shit, and then you were like, yeah, I'll push it. I'll push it.
yeah, I would see what I liked personally, what I didn't like, so on and so forth. So, I mean, first off, like, I knew how everything tasted. I knew what got me to that point the fastest, which is including and not limited to the ginger vodka. Any of their vodkas got me crooked as fast as possible. It got to me so fast that I had no problem getting to that point, and just, there was one day that I was just like, I want to build some shit. I started off making the green screen. I started working on other side projects. I went to the main project, and then eventually I got out of it because, you know, I got to the point where I was like, this is stupid. I'm just drinking. I'm not accomplishing anything. Nobody's proud of the projects that I've completed, so what's the point? I should move on. Then I just started working every fucking day of my life and decided that that was a great idea. And now here we are with the work ethic that I have.
You do have a really good work ethic.
Unfortunately, I should be a piece of shit like everyone else.
No,
but
dude.
no.
You say unfortunately. It is the people with the work ethic that get shit done.
Well, yeah, well,
You know
but,
that,
but,
like-
but at the same time, you have told me this. If you want something done quickly, you hire a lazy man to do the job.
That is true, but that's if you want something done quickly. If you want something done with good quality, then you hire a man with good work ethic.
I mean, it's true. Well, if it kind of leads back to there's this theme park maintenance guy that I know. His work ethic was like this: I can fix it fast, or I can fix it right. If I fix it fast, it'll be a quick fix. It'll work for now, but it'll break down in 3 months, 2 months even. If I fix it right, it'll work from this point on. Maybe some minor maintenance in between. Most people usually choose the fix it fast method, but, and it takes time. Time costs money.
I'll say, and as I said, lazy man.
Yeah.
Like that's what it gets down to, man. Like, let's say you hire a
covered
plumber,
some ground.
right? Let's say you hire a plumber, right? You got a leak in your house, and I'm giving you an opportunity to catch up, buddy.
Wow.
I know, man. Let's say you have a leak, under your kitchen sink, right? And you go to hire somebody, right? And if you hire a lazy man, they'll say, all right, they'll be in your house 10 minutes. They'll be gone, right? In and out, you just paid them way more money than 10 minutes should cost, and your sink's not leaking anymore. But as my good friend Derek said, you give it a couple minutes, your sink is going to be leaking again, right? Now, if you were to hire somebody, to legitimately fix it, they'd be like, okay, the issue is with... They would say,
I don't know why Facebook was the first thing I opened. I was checking to see the fucking Amazon, and my brain was just like, you should check Facebook.
but
I'm sorry.
anyway, no, you're good. But anyway, if you hired somebody with a good work ethic, what they would say is, okay, now, do you want me to fix this in 10 minutes? Or do you want me to fix this where it won't leak again for several years, or if there is a leak, it'll be somewhere else? Now, me personally, I would say, I don't want there to be leak for a while. It may cost more money. It may take more time. But there would be different parts gotten. It wouldn't just be fucking duct tape around a seal.
It's all about investment.
It's about investment in time and the work, right? There's a saying called, and his name is Goku. But there's also a saying, and technically his name's Kakarot. But anyway. But there's a saying.
This may be like a mixture of the PBR and this, but it's hitting me like freight train, boys and girls. We're getting it.
Buddy, I'm telling you, over the over the lips, past the gums, look out, tummy, here she comes. But anyway, the saying is, hurried work is worried work. Now what that means is something that's done quick and easy and fast is something that's not worth having done.
He's spitting facts, folks.
I am. You know, there's a part of my job where I have to spend some serious time getting something done for safety. And if I were to, you know, be like, okay, it's good for now, and then just not look at it, by the time I would turn around and look at it, it would be back about just damn near as bad as it was when I started. And I can't have that because, you know, some people may get hurt. You know, so you gotta spend that extra time. You gotta put that elbow grease in, like sweating from your face. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of work that makes it to where, like, even if you were the kind of guy that could wear a shirt in 2 days, 2 separate days. Fuck, brain function. Kind of guy that does the kind of work that you could not wear the same shirt
2 days in a row.
2 days in a row.
No.
Because you are drenched and disgusting and sweaty and just nasty.
Like, I am looking in a pool of water, dripping into it. Like,
yep. That is one of the things. That's what I love about my work ethic compared to others. I'm that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Before you came today, dude, I was disgusting. Before you came here, first off. So today, I purchased some track running shorts from Old Smoky. Because I was walking through, and I saw that they just had it, and I thought, how funny would that be? Because like at the end of my job, we are shoveling product as fast as possible. We're shoveling heavy product, so we get sweaty at our job. And our manager's always just like, yeah, let's keep the doors open in the middle of the heat. So I was like, how funny would it be if I just left the floor for a second, went into the back, changed my clothes, and came back with like just straight up track shorts, women's track shorts, the kind of stuff that comes up way past mid-thigh. I was like, oh, fuck it, I bought them. Took them to work, and I just threw them on. I was like, what's up? It's like flexing my legs over while I was walking. I was like, I'm Camp Counselor Carl.
Camp Counselor Carl.
Welcome to work, Camp Counselor Carl.
That's fucking funny. Dude, you need to get that shit down so we can look at this up. Where's the other bottle?
It's on the side.
Oh. So you need to fucking sink her down, son. I think we should try the other one before we mix that with the other stuff.
Yeah. So,
because, oh, buddy, I'm telling you right now, if you think you're good right now, you're in for some fun times.
I'm expecting us to be holding hands tonight as we both sing to the same toilet bowl.
Yeah, we're going to be holding hands as we sing to St. Peter because that's where we'll be. We'll be at the fucking pearly gates being like, Lord, let me in, Peter. Now that was a vodka, right?
That was a vodka.
What is this?
This is different. So I actually did not know about this existence.
What is this?
This is what is called King's Family Distillery Fancy Lady.
I love Fancy Ladies. I talked about one earlier.
This right here is a rum, which is something new that they developed. I don't know how long this has been in existence, but this is something that I went into the store today, checked it out, loved it. I chose between this and a it's the Fancy Lady, and there's another one. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head. This one right here is a banana vanilla flavor.
Oh my Jesus. And it's a rum.
And it's a rum.
It's a rum, banana, and vanilla. Vanilla, if you will.
Vanilla.
This is a fucking vanilla rum. I am excited. Number one, I love rum. I am a rum motherfucker. Okay? And I like banana flavoring. and I like vanilla.
But this right here,
I'm gonna fuck this bottle, Derek.
don't touch my child, please.
Don't call that your child.
My child.
Please
But
don't.
so the fancy lady is only a simple. It's a very simple rum. It's only 41 proof, right?
This is stronger than the fucking lemonade.
No, that's a 61 proof.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 41%. Sorry. This is weaker. Yes.
Yeah, no. This is a 41 proof.
We gotta have this with the Coke.
But what I love about this guy in particular, so I tried both of them. This one is a banana vanilla, and the other one was a coconut. I don't like coconut. I've told this. I've said this many times. I do not like coconut rums. I just don't like coconut in general. It's not. It's the flavor, the consistency. It's just all off, right?
It's weird, yeah.
But
Coconuts do be wildin'.
I do love both. They were fantastic. That's the thing that always trips me out about their stuff. It's like every single time I get their stuff, it's always good.
Yeah.
Never failing. But for your sensational years.
That's. Oh, shit. You did that better than I did.
Been doing this a time or two. Now for your sensational years.
Please zoom in on that fucking bounce.
The opening of the bottle.
Oh. Do that again. Do that shit again. Put it in. There it is.
You're welcome.
I love these corks, dude. Let me smell that. Let me smell that before you pour a shot. Ooh, that's sweet. We're gonna be fucked up tonight. Don't. I thought you were about to sneak a swig of it.
No, I would not disrespect us like
I'm gonna
that.
do first one's free, and then we need to mix one.
Where did that other cork go? Need that guy.
Cork. What in the county, cork?
Ouch.
What did you do, baby?
Trying to take this cork out with it.
Let me see that thing.
Hold on. I always forget how like firm the stuff is held into place. I should have bought 2 corks so it's not cross-contaminated, but we'll be okay.
It's just fucking lemonade. Pour your shot first. I'm just kidding. You can pour mine first. I don't care.
I'll pour whoever I want to first. How about that? You just happen to be the one first.
That way we can get that vanilla out, or that lemonade out in my drink. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more.
Okay then, Tiger.
All right, there you go. That's about halfway.
This one I'm kind of dismissive about because I'm not a huge banana guy in general, but it's a banana vanilla flavor. I did try both of them, and I enjoyed that one a whole lot more than I enjoyed the coconut.
This should be clear, dude.
Yes, sir. Oops. This is how bad it's getting. I'm like reaching for things, and I'm over calibrating for what I'm needing to grab.
This is fancy lady.
This is. Uh-oh.
Don't you get sick. Are you about to get sick?
I wasn't about to get sick.
About to pee, ain't you?
No, I did burp, and it definitely hooked up a little bit of something. So I wanted to be very careful. If for any reason I need to go, I'm going to push this guy out of the way. Just in case. I'll put the cap on that later.
First one's free, everybody.
First one's free, ladies and gentlemen.
At an hour and a half in.
It's a very interesting smell. Bit of a weird one.
That feels like rum. Sorry, that feels like rum.
It's a bit of a weird one.
It has a delicious flavor. It tastes like, you know those popsicles? With like the 2 popsicle sticks? Like the banana popsicles?
Mm.
That's what that shit tastes like.
It's pretty on top of it, yeah.
It's very accurate. Which I'm very sorry to say this. I'm about to piss all up in my pants. For the first time in a long time, I'm about to go be the first one to pee.
You go for it. Oops, sorry about that. man, this is a. I believe this is a 5 o'clock first where I'm actually completely fucking schwashed. Exactly. I'm in a good state. I'll say to say the least. Keep burping. I believe that might be the PPR. But I mean, you guys. My brain is not functioning right now. Sorry. What I love the most about this stuff in particular is the fact that it's something that's never treated me harshly. It's something I've enjoyed every single time. With most of this stuff, it's not. There's not as much consequences, right? Now, I will say, you know, doing this stuff is awesome for you guys. We love to do this kind of work. It's not easy work, but it's fun work. It's kind of like I would say it's almost like charity work in a way. You guys don't give us anything out of it, right? We don't take anything from you. But to do this, it's a lot like we do something for a fun and good cause. Now, granted, we are having our own fun. We're drinking and we're having good fun with our buddy here. But like, it's never been. What's the word I'm thinking of? It's pretty unconditional love for what I'm doing for this, and I'm pretty sure Alex would agree with it. Is we love doing this for you guys. It's awesome. This is practically like one of those things that you would call a dream come true, right? We just sit down, drink with our buddy here, and just fucking talk about whatever we want to talk about, I guess. But I will tell you right now, I am so fucked right now. How are we feeling?
And I'm so happy about it. I'm feeling good, dude. I don't know about you.
I'm feeling positively crunked.
You're not gonna have another one, are you?
I'm gonna try to. I want to at least try to mix these drinks, but I am.
Here, you want me to pour them?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I would like for you to pour those so that I don't know. I've got a feeling that I'm like at a point where I'm just like.
I'm so sorry for that, like fucking knee.
Oh man, I see it there too.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna measure these shots out.
Good idea.
I'm gonna put about a shot and a half in these with a Coke. Okay.
Good idea.
All right.
Table. I almost hit my head against the table. Push that back so I don't accidentally hit my head against that. We're fucking. Yeah. This may be the first time that I may fall asleep on stream, but it's not because I'm tired. Because I'm fucking cronked. Holy hell. This is, I think this is the proper feeling that we should always strive for. This is a good feeling. It's not like I'm going to feel sick to my stomach or I'm going to throw up, but it was definitely a moment where I did burp and I was like, uh-oh. But holy hell, man. Wow. Oh, that looks so cool. Beautiful. 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 That all of it? Yeah. Good job, man. Awesome. Excellent job.
I'm a little bit of a what you would call a professional.
That's about the same amount that I poured, except I did it freehand.
You and I are fucking pros.
We're linked. Are we linked? Cortana said
Absolutely
that shit.
linked.
We're linked.
Which, to be fair, I freehanded that in the shot glass because I was trying to measure out like 1.75 or 1.25 shots. High five.
Crisp. Holy fuck. I love that with this we are doing a shot and then a drink. Excellent job, sir.
Did you see the fucking mist on that?
Nope. Excellent.
That's a fucking 5 o'clock high five.
That's a 5 o'clock.
It's hard being as sexy as we are, where we're two white dudes who high five each other.
It's
That's the whitest thing you can fucking do.
Maidens, please contain your orgasm.
Listen here, ladies. Please keep your knickerbockers on, okay? It's just a high five. Calm down.
Maidens contain themselves. 'Tis merely a high five of men. That was.
You shall not pass my underwear, maidens. Yeah, this should be the last drink we have.
That'll be the last drink we have for the night. But I mean,
Unless I have another beer. I don't know.
you may have one if you like.
Well, I mean, I'm feeling good, so like,
I am.
you may be on more of an empty stomach than I. Like I said, I had like 4 or 5 Takis.
4 or 5 whole Takis.
Okay, a couple little pinches of Takis. I love Takis, dude.
I just think you have a higher tolerance than I do. I think that may be what it is. I think it's the reason why, like, you drink more than I do.
I am fatter than you.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about that. I was just talking about you just have a higher tolerance than I do. I think that the reason why we end up being on, like, the same level of intoxication is because of the fact that you have a higher tolerance. Because I'm not calling you out here, but you do have a more active drinking life than I do.
I used to. Believe it or not, I actually just got to where, like, I only drink about once a week. Like, I'll have, like, a beer or something like that here and there.
Yeah. Now, I will say that lately, I do drink a little more often. I do go to drink, like, on Saturdays and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to just 2 of my favorite bars and just vibe out.
Oh, obviously.
Sometimes I'll meet people from high school. Sometimes I'll meet people from past jobs and things like that.
Sometimes you'll meet people from that time.
Past lives. No.
Let's fucking cheers these drinks, buddy.
Cheers, man.
That was yeah, we're too full for a good cheers.
Good cheers.
That tastes like a vanilla Coke.
I was actually just thinking it tastes like, yeah,
Wow.
that tastes like a vanilla fucking Coke.
That is stellar.
That's probably the best. Like, knowing that this is an alcoholic beverage. Like, okay, so let's say, y'all, hypothetically, you go to the store and you get you a vanilla Coke, right? A 12-pack of them. But here's the thing. They have alcohol in them. But you don't taste it, right? Like, you just buy a regular thing of 12. Imagine you drink a vanilla Coke and it gets you buzzed. That is what we are drinking right now.
It's actually stellar. I thoroughly enjoy it.
This drink is not going to last long for me. I have issues.
I'm going to try to...
You're going to try to, like, take it easy.
I'm going to mellow out a little bit.
You should take it easy.
Yeah.
You know, usually I'm like, come on, man, catch up to me. But, like, you were ahead of me.
I was ahead of you for a minute there. I put more of a shot in mine than...
Yeah, I was like, you are very ahead of me right now.
This, like I said, man, I love King's Family Distillery. Like, to say that I love their stuff is like an understatement. I thoroughly love their stuff. Like, whenever I worked for them, it was all I drank. I didn't go out to bars or anything like that. They are what I drank because they were so amazing. Because everything they do in-house.
I was like, they do have a very good quality at least from the things that I've drank tonight, let alone the things that I tried when I went, because I have taste tested King's Family Distillery, and they put out quality beverages.
I forgot. You did go to a tasting before.
I think I may have tasted one thing, if that, because we were about to go to the bar. on St. Patty's Day.
Didn't I? Memories are unlocking.
I know you remember.
Fuck. Yeah.
We're reliving. We don't need to relive that night, but
Well, that wasn't that night. Wasn't that night?
it's the night before.
No.
Not the night before, but like another night before that.
No, this is whenever I still worked there. This was before all of the past.
That's what I'm saying, son.
Yeah.
Before this past year, as in before that night.
I need to pee.
Okay, y'all. So there's a story that I just remembered, and this came to my mind earlier, and I was like, "This is a story that I need to tell." Hold on, I'm gonna drink some of my vanilla Coca-Cola.
Oh God.
I'm gonna let him get moved first.
Sorry.
Do you need me to move you?
No, you're good. Okay.
Okay, guys. So there's this one day I remember going on this beach trip with my family. Now, whenever I went to the beach with my family, I used to wake up before they did. Like every single fucking morning, I would wake up like really early, like right as the sun was coming up, and they would still be asleep. You could just hear them just fucking, you know. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I was like, it's like 6:30 in the morning. I could take a little like hour stroll on the beach and be back before they even wake up. So it was like a little week-long trip, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do it. So I started walking on the beach one morning. And I saw this mermaid. Right, like y'all know, I believe in cryptids. Obviously, I very much believe in mermaids because I fucking met one. Try me. And she had washed up, you know. And I was like, oh, well, you know, the tide probably left her there. And she was like crying. She was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should go talk to her, see what's going on. I said, hey, honey. And she said, oh. I said, what's wrong with you this morning? She said, I've never been kissed. In my whole life, I've never had a single kiss. And I was like, oh my God, I felt so bad. I was like, what could a kiss do? So I bent down and I gave her a little kiss right there on the cheek. And I said, is that better, honey? She said, yeah. I said, all right, you know, and I thought low tide would come, or, you know, high tide would come and get her later. So, you know, I get back to my room, everything's fine. Then that next morning, I wake up bright and early. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, well, may as well go on another little morning walk. That last one was kind of interrupted. I start walking down the beach, same thing. Oh my goodness, what's going on? And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I go over to her and say, honey, what's wrong this morning? She said, you may not believe it. I said, what is it, honey? You know, you can trust me. I said, I kissed you, shit bar. She said, I've never been hugged. And I said, oh. Bless her heart. And I said, well, you know, what's a little hug gonna hurt? So I bend down there and I give her a little bit of a hug, you know. I said, does that help you out there, honey? She said, yeah. So I go on my business, you know. Well, next day, I wake up and I'm like, damn. I was like, it is still so early. So I'm like, you know what? Surely I kissed her, I hugged her. There's absolutely nothing else that could go on with this mermaid that could cause any issue, right? So I go start to walk on the beach again, and I'm, you know, just walking along, and all of a sudden I hear it again. Oh, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, what could she want? You know? Oh. I walk over to her, I say, honey, I say, what could you want this morning? I've kissed you, I've hugged you, what else do you need? She said, I've never been fucked. And I said, oh, honey. So I said, honey, do you want to be fucked? And she said, absolutely. So what I did was I picked her up and I threw her on towards the city where the tide couldn't get her. And I said, now you fucked. You're going to have so much fun with that in editing. Like, you're going to hear the whole thing then.
I love those kind of jokes. Like, you think it's going to go one direction, but then it takes it to a literal.
You need to talk in the mic, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, I need to talk in the mic too, and we just kicked over the fucking rum. Oh fuck. We're falling apart here at the 5 o'clock reboot. We are shit. Hold on, where's my phone?
I got it.
Hold on. Can you lay that shit over real soft and sweet like?
No, I can't.
Buddy. I was gonna make a TikTok of you footing that bottle of rum.
It's okay.
So Derek knocked over this bottle of rum, right? And he put it back up. Your downstairs neighbors are gonna like fuck us up the butt tomorrow.
Dad, are you proud of me?
I'm very proud of you, son.
Fix the bottle.
I know you fixed the bottle, son. Yeah, you're gonna be like, I didn't say a word.
Oh, fuck, man, we're fucking going.
I bet you were in there peeing thinking, I'm so drunk.
I literally, as soon as I finished peeing, I like looked at myself in the mirror and was like, "You're drunk," and I went. And I was like,
You were like, we're gonna make it through this one. Dude, I'm fucking living life and living it good.
This
Oh, no.
Oh, buddy, he just spilled it on the couch. You want me to go get a paper towel?
No, I'll wash the cushions later.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh, Derek.
No.
He said, oh. This is the funniest shit I've seen in fucking ever. This is the one episode that Derek is like hardcore kept up with me, and I'm so glad that he. This is the funniest shit I've seen in forever. Oh my god, I got the fucking hat laughs. You know what I'm saying? Like where it sounds like a cat's honking up a fur ball. The fucking hat.
That's pretty good.
I know, dude. It tastes like vanilla Coke. I'm about to finish this bitch.
Vanilla Coke.
Did you say put me in a Coke?
Put me in a coma.
You're about to be in one when you go to bed.
Fuck yeah, bro. I'm gonna fucking clonk out.
I'm gonna call you in like 3 days, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I just woke up. I should probably edit the episode."
I should probably go to the fucking work. Hi, how are you? I haven't taken a shit in like several hours. It's probably concerning.
So, in case you're wondering, the story that I told, I talked about me meeting a mermaid.
Yes.
I picked up on that, and I thoroughly loved that joke, and I hope that sober me in the future really makes something out of it. Maybe he will, maybe he
I hope
won't.
that sober you enjoys listening to that joke,
Sober
because
me's
I know
amazing.
that you yourself have heard that joke before. Here's a joke that I kind of want to tell you right now.
Go for it.
Okay, so number one, remember how earlier I said I wanted to talk about the delivery of jokes?
Yes.
Like, that's why, like, I think that, like, the retelling of some jokes is okay. Like, personal experiences, that's a different thing. But, like, jokes.
Please continue.
No, I'm just letting you get done before you do that. Before I do anything, that way you can cut this shit out.
Please continue.
Okay, so, like, I believe that, like, when it comes to jokes, you should be able to retell jokes, okay? Because everybody can deliver them differently.
Delivery's important.
Now, personal stories, obviously, as I said, are different. Those are stories, works of art. It's kind of like a song. You know, you shouldn't retell someone else's story unless you said, hey, I don't know if you heard this one person tell this story. You know, that way you're really giving credit, and you can also pay royalties if you want to give the legal route.
Royalties.
But anyway, this is a joke that I heard a long time ago. There's this man. He woke up one morning, looked out his window, and he saw that he had a grill in his tree.
What?
He had a gorilla in his tree, yeah.
A gorilla?
Yeah, he had a gorilla in his tree. And he says, oh my God, I've got to do something to get this gorilla out of my tree. So he looks in the yellow pages, you have all them, that phone book, it's got all the phone numbers in it and stuff, and you're like, we can see the ad. And he sees this one that says, Bubba's Gorilla Tree Removal Service. And he says, by God, that's the man to help me. So he calls him, and he says, hey, Bubba. Bubba says, yeah. He says, I've got a gorilla in my tree, and I need it gone. Bubba says, I'll be down there in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, Bubba, sure as shit strings, shows right up in his little Ford F-150. It's a little old pickup truck, like an older F-150. And in the back of his truck, he's got a cage, a set of handcuffs, a shotgun, and a dog named Lamar. Right? And the guy says, hey, man, he says, how's this going to work? What are you going to do? He says, oh, well, you see, the process is real simple. He says, you've done paid me, so this is going to happen regardless. He says, now what's going to happen is I'm going to climb up into that tree with that gorilla, and I'm going to shake him off. And now what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to shake him out of this tree. When he falls out of this tree, the first thing falls out of this tree, Lamar is going to run up, and he's going to bite him on his private parts. Right? Now, when he reaches down to cover his ball sack, he says, I want you to grab them handcuffs and throw them handcuffs on the gorilla. And then I'll put him in the cage. We'll march him right off to the zoo, and we'll have us a good day. Well, then the guy says, well, that sounds well and good. He says, now, what's the shotgun for? The guy says, now, let's see here. Now, in the unlikely event that in the unlikely event that the gorilla shakes me out of the tree, I want you to shoot Lamar.
Poor Lamar.
Do you know why he wants him to shoot Lamar?
Because the first thing that falls out of that tree, he's going to take his private parts.
Yeah, he's going to take a bite of his special part.
His special no-no squares.
Now, the reason I say the delivery of jokes is important is because I work with a guy, and you know this guy, and I bet you could tell who it is by the time I finish his story. I worked with a guy, and he would tell this joke. We got sunburnt. We went to this little pool, a whole bunch of us together, and we got sunburnt, and it was like kind of affecting our job. And he said, yeah, man, I need to take Viagra. But the thing is, okay, so the joke, so he's like, yeah, man, I need to take Viagra for my sunburn. And he wouldn't really go into it, right? Nobody really asked him anyway, but he wouldn't trying to bait people to lead into this joke. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, I need to get Viagra for my sunburn. And I love this guy. I love this guy with my whole heart. I know you're watching. I know you are right now. Fuck you, fucker. You're a fucking G. You're the coolest dude ever. You're a real person. But I'm telling on you. He would butcher this joke, and it hurts because it's a good one. You see, what you do is you got to bait someone. You have to wait till someone has a sunburn. Tell the joke, heads up, wait for someone to have the sunburn, and then complain about it. That way, Derek, pretend you have a sunburn.
I got a sunburn.
Man, you know what you could do for that sunburn? You really need to take Viagra.
Why?
I mean, Viagra's not going to do anything for the sunburn, but it's really going to keep the sheets off your legs at night. See? It's about the delivery, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not going to help the sunburn, but at least it keeps the sheets off my legs.
Ain't true enough. Ayo, true enough.
But you can't be like, oh man, I need to get some Viagra because I have a sunburn. Then people are just going to look at you like you're an idiot.
Like how people are probably looking at me right now.
I was actually just watching the live and being like, what are you doing?
I don't even know anymore. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to drink anymore.
You should not drink anymore.
Probably not a good idea.
You really shouldn't.
Because I will be, by the end of the night, I will have the shower curtains twisted in my fist as I sing to the toilet and look up and say, God, it's me again. And I'll make a false promise as I always do. But Alex, I think that now is like a perfect opportunity to discuss the drinks.
I was gonna say, let us real quick. Let us all pray the prayer that we always pray when we drink a little too much. Lord, if you will make me quit throwing up, I promise that I will never, ever drink again as long as I live. And some of you, if you want to, you can add the, and this time I mean it.
I've had that prayer once or twice.
I'm gonna drink your drink.
Oh dear God.
I feel fine.
You feel fine?
Like, legitimately. Like, I'm drunk. I know I'm drunk.
I'm fucking wowzed.
Like, I know I'm drunk, but since I'm not going anywhere,
fuck it up.
I know I could drink this drink and be fine. I may be able to even have a beer.
Fuck it up. You know, Alex, we're gonna start with the PBR, work our way to the vodka, and then we're gonna work our way to the rum. So, what do you personally believe about the PBR?
As far as the PBR goes, so to be clear, how we're rating these drinks is we're gonna go on the 5 o'clock scale all the way through. Or you want to do 5 o'clock, then zooted but naked, then 5 o'clock, zooted but naked? Or you want to do...
No, I want to rate all of them on the clock, and then I want to go through
all of them zooted but naked.
How we feel.
How we feel right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how we feel right now is the mixture, not anything particular.
Because
well, we don't know particular, right?
Yeah, because if we were to go like a case by case basis, it wouldn't be very fair because I couldn't finish the rum. Because I know for a fact if I finish the rum, I will be seeing you to the toilet.
Right. So it's how we feel right now.
What I love, the only thing that I love about myself the most is the fact that even now, like even in the state that I'm in, I know that I should stop. I should not be drinking as much as I'm drinking. That is the responsible adult in me, because so if I ever go to the bar, right, I always order the same drink. I'll order the same drink. I'll get 2 drinks from one bar, then 1 drink from another bar. Because that's whenever I know that once I finish that, I'll be in that state, that perfect state. So what I do is I get that, right? I know when to stop drinking so that I'm not too intoxicated. So that whenever they finally stop serving drinks, I can go home. I'll be fine. Sober. This is one of those moments. I know for a fact that I'm fine. I won't be throwing up. Maybe. It's overdid a little bit. We don't talk about it.
I'm so excited because I overdo it so often.
You don't want me to be throwing up. I am the worst.
I'm not saying that I throw up often. I'm just saying that, like, I get very drunk often.
Yes.
With this show.
So.
Yeah. Dude, look at my fucking arms. Sorry.
Those
arms are sexy.
The shorts that I wear make my legs look sexy.
I don't doubt it. But anyway, as you were saying, the PBR, where are we at on the clock?
Yes, PBR.
So for me, the PBR on the clock, I'm gonna rate you a solid. I'm gonna rate you a solid 440. Because you have a very phenomenal flavor. It would take a good chunk of you to get me feeling really, really tipsy. Like, I would get one of you at a restaurant because I know you're cheap and you are quality. There are times that I would have extra money, but I would actually get some PBR. It is a very, very good beer. The only reason why you're not a full-on 5 is because whenever I do drink PBR, I do get this very little, like, bitter hint, which kind of, like, is like, oh, you're not that strong, which means that you're just really kind of a watered-down, weak kind of beer. It's just because I wouldn't pay that extra for you. If you cost more than you did, I wouldn't drink you. That's it. But for what you are, for the price that you are, everything that goes into it, PBR is a $4.40. Derek, where is PBR for you?
I'll be honest. With a PBR, I can drink that, and I actually enjoy drinking it. So for a beer, sometimes I feel like the different liquor should be on different scales, right? But for the beer, I would drink that again, happily. So I would put that at about 450 to a 5, depending. 450 to a 5, because that was not bad.
450 to 405?
No, 450 to a 5.
Oh. I thought you said
kinda back and
450
forth on
to 05. I was like, whoa.
Because it's still a beer, and I'm not a huge fan of beer, but it was very easy to drink. I was literally right behind you. Whenever you finish yours, I finished mine like two more.
Dude,
gulps.
I know. I kept an eye on that. I was like, holy shit! Like he's actually drinking a beer right now. And
So like I would say that it's a 5, but the fact that it's still like a beer and it still has like a beer taste doesn't disqualify it from being a 5. Fuck it, I'll say it's a 5. It's a 5. It's a 5 out of 5.
for Derek, that's a big deal, especially
It's a huge deal.
which I feel like a beer that you can drink and not be like, I hated that. I feel like that for you should make it a 5.
Yes, and the fact that I mean, it's still kind of in my stomach and it's frothing and I'm burping constantly because of it. It's not unpleasant. It's not disgusting.
Right.
So I can say that it's a 5 out of 5. It's not bad. I did enjoy the drink. It's not bad. I started to catch a buzz like almost immediately going on to the next drink.
To be fair, that is because it is a full pint size. Like it's not like your 12-ounce usual serving of beer.
It is a 16 ounce.
It is that was a beer and a third of another beer.
Yes. Wow.
Now we gotta know. So you said it's a 5. I gave it a 440.
I gave it a 5.
I'm a beer guy. He's not.
That should speak for itself, basically.
That's what I'm saying.
What
Like
you should say about
I'm a beer guy, and I rated it 440. Right, it wasn't a full-on 5, but I rated it 440. That's a big deal. And Derek, who's not a beer person at all, rated it a 5. That is a big freaking deal.
Huge.
Okay, so now we got to know, what does the King's Family Distillery Lemonade Vodka, where does that fall on your clock, Derek?
It is a little bit on the bias side, because like I said, I did work for him.
That's okay.
But I can drink this shit.
Dude, that shit's delicious.
It's
We
fantastic.
drunk almost half the bottle in our mixed drinks
Easily.
and a shot.
Easily a 5 out of 5 for me. It was so good, in fact, that we drank it and added more to our drink so that we could taste it. That's how good it is. If you are within the area to find a King's Family Distillery, do yourself a favor. Get it. Do not hesitate, because it is. I can never sing its praises enough. It is one of the best drinks that I've ever had. 5 out of 5, easily.
For me, I gotta give it a solid. I'm gonna kind of give it. I gotta give it the same as the PBR, and the reason I gotta say the 440 is because like it is delicious. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I didn't have anything bad to say about PBR. It's just the issue with the King's Family Distillery Lemonade Vodka is that it's just, for me personally, the corn vodka, whatever they did to that mash, that I could taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what hit me before the lemonade.
Yes.
You know, and that hit me stronger than the lemonade. The lemonade was on the back end, which was very nice. I'm not saying anything negative, period. But it's just the fact that, like, for a lemonade flavored liquor, I kind of expected more of the lemonade. It felt amazing going down. It did, and the flavor was phenomenal. It's just that I'm not a vodka guy, number one. Number two, corn vodka. Like, that really threw me off in the beginning. As soon as I mixed that drink, shit was phenomenal. King's Family Distillery Lemonade Vodka and Orange Sunkissed was amazing. I would drink that shit all fucking day. You know what I mean? Because the lemonade and the vodka, like, or the lemonade and the Sunkissed, like, you couldn't taste the vodka at all. It was just a lemon and Sunkissed. It was a citrus complementary drink that was delicious. I would drink that again right fucking now if we hadn't just had that, and if I hadn't just called myself quits on tonight. But same as the PBR, I got to give it a 440. Now you're gonna be surprised with this other one, Derek. I gotta know, what does what is it? First lady.
It's the fancy lady.
Fancy lady. Where does the fancy lady sit? Where does the fancy lady sit on your clock? Does she sit on the hand? Does she sit on the cock? Or does she sit on the clock?
She sits right on my cock.
Right on the what?
Right on my cock. Let me tell you. Okay, so I didn't even know this existed. Right. It is probably one of the best rums I've ever had. Now, we had the Kraken. Kraken was, we talked about it beforehand. I had to fix it.
We've had Kraken. We've had Blue Cherry Bay's spiced coconut. We've had a few rums. We've had Club Caribe.
No, I have to say, like, it's just Fancy Lady in general was good by itself. It's banana,
absolutely.
But see, the difference between that and the Club Caribe and the
Kraken.
And the Kraken and the Blue Cherry Bay.
Absolutely.
Blue Cherry Bay is a different kind of rum.
Right.
Kraken, different kind of rum.
They were spiced.
Club Caribe, I would say
Caribe is kind of a low, like, bottom shelf.
Yes. I would put this, if I were to sell this, if I were to be a bartender, this would be considered to be top shelf.
100%.
Because it's genuinely good.
Delicious.
It's lower proof.
Bussin'.
But it does catch up with you. With it being the way that it is, putting it into a Coke, come on, dude. A vanilla Coke, and you don't even taste anything else but the vanilla Coke.
Yeah.
By far, one of the best drinks that I could think of that they've made is putting that into a Coke.
One of the best drinks, one of the best mixed drinks that I've ever had, period.
Yes.
Period. I've been to bars. Like, I've been to bars, I've been to cocktail bars. One of the best mixed drinks I've ever had, I had right here.
Easily. This is without a doubt. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 for me too, dude.
5 on the clock. Let's get it.
Fancy Lady is fancy to me. I love that shit.
She is a lady.
That is the only drink tonight that I've had 2 of, and we're glad to have 2 of. I even fucking chugged them because it tasted so good. All right? Absolutely delicious. Listen, it is banana vanilla flavoring, right? Well, I don't care. I'm touching your hand. I don't give a fuck. It's okay, buddy. It is delicious. You barely feel it going down. It is very sweet when it's by itself, but it's a rum. If you drink a rum and you're like, I don't want a sweet drink, then you shouldn't be drinking rum, okay? Anyway,
it's amazing.
It's not so strong that you can't handle it, right? It is a weaker drink, which I'm a firm believer that weaker liquors are pretty good.
Sometimes they hit harder too.
Well, you know why that is? Because you'll drink more of it without realizing, because it tastes so good. And that is what Fancy Lady will do. Fancy Lady was very fancy to me. I had a shot and 2 mixed drinks. I had a mixed drink of the lemonade, and I had a beer. Okay? I've had way more of the Fancy Lady, and I feel fucking great. Had I had a mixed drink of anything else, or hadn't had another beer, I probably would be getting sick right now, but I'm not, because Fancy Lady treated me so fancy.
She was a lady.
She was a lady like Miss Polk, and we love her. Now, I've got to know, Derek, what are you wearing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's quite simple to see. Thankfully, not to physically see, but to mentally see.
By the grace of God.
Mentally, you see a man standing before you. Dad bod. Cloaked in nothing. Cloaked in nothing. Standing before you. Swinging in the wind. You can't swing what pokes, but...
Right, obviously.
Merch tag. But I am standing amidst the Sahara Desert.
Ooh. Hot this time. Let's go.
We're hot. The sun has beat down upon me as it will. but I fully embrace the heat. I stand above the dunes of the sand. I will easily and happily jump down from the top of the dunes and slide down on my stomach, rolling all the way down to the bottom, using only my girthy PP as a brake. Ladies and gentlemen, I am far beyond Zuda but naked.
We're past that shit tonight, buddy.
I am far beyond thrashed trash and ready to get
Oh my
bashed.
Jesus, are we finding a new? Yeah, we are finding a new, because thrash trashed is further than we are right now. Like thrash trashed, I'm throwing up.
We're at the step below throwing up.
We're at the pinnacle.
We're at the point where we should not drive, but we are fucking perfect.
Like, I couldn't feel any better in my entire life than I do right now.
I am feeling kick flipped and dipped from a simple sip of the lip of my drink.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Kick flipped and dipped. Could not feel any more than a simple sip.
Kick flipped and dipped. There it
Kick
is.
flipped and dipped. All right, guys. That's right,
Now,
because you're flipping over.
what are you wearing?
Okay, so my friend, it is a beautiful evergreen forest that we're looking down upon. All that you can see is just this greenery, and the weather is just so perfect. Listen, it is a summer, but the thing is, with these evergreens, you know, it never gets too hot here, okay? You know, we're just at a perfect temperature. It's almost as if, you know, like, we're just thriving. But you see, we are standing aloft. We are standing up top, near the top of one of these branches. We found a way to get up near the top, right? We built a little tree house, and we're kind of standing up near this little tree platform that we'd built, because it's not a full house yet. And we're looking across these rolling hills that we can see that are just absolutely green and perfect. We see birds flying. We hear the wildlife. You can hear the water flow from a nearby creek, and life is perfect. You're laying there in this little platform that you've built, and everything is just so perfect. But you want to live a little bit.
Gotta live life.
You want to live a little bit. So what you do is, before you go to take a full-on nap, just in case, you tie yourself a little tether, right? And you make a little harness, right? You're sleeping in the harness. I'm not saying that you're not zooted butt naked. Your dick is out, right? That all you're wearing is the harness, and that's to make sure you don't fucking die, okay?
Right.
But your cock and balls are flopping. Your cocks are flopping.
Cocks are
flopping. You go to take a nap in this beautiful weather, and you're feeling so good. You're having such a good dream. Oh my goodness, you're having the best dream ever. You're having a dream that you're fucking sandboarding. You know, like our friend Derek, you know. You have a dream that you're sandboarding because you don't want it to be cold, like too cold. Well, while you go to do a flip in your dream, you roll off of that platform, and your harness just catches you oh so perfectly. But you're flipping. What was the thing that you said a little bit ago?
Kick flip dipped from the one sip.
I am kick flip dipped from the good sip
on your lip
that hit my lip and made me rip the best rating I've ever given in my life. Yeah. That was fucking good, dude. You and I, this has been the best fucking episode we've recorded in a minute. Fuck. Guys, I would like to thank you all so much for joining us. Do you have something to add, sir? Oh my God.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot. two white guys. We have to high five.
We got a high five.
But anyway,
Best episode that we've ever recorded.
dude, for sure. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We hope that y'all have the absolute best time of your life. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it amongst all of your friends, because every episode is going to be like this from here on. He doesn't know this. But yes, let us know how we're doing in the comments. If you like it, leave us a comment. If you don't like us, leave it a comment. If you want to join the community, join the Discord, my friends. Leave suggestions. Hop in the community. We're always in there. Guys, thank you again so much for joining in and hanging out with us. And you know what? We had such a good time. I think we will see you guys again next week. Bye.